This is thank you very much to Anna Telfer and Courtney Perdue, and I'm Ryan Sartor, and Lauren Lotz. We're going to introduce her at scene 2. She's here too.
Woo!
So Courtney, take it away.
Junior One Bedroom, a play written by Ryan Sartor. Scene 1, apartment. Roger, 36, cheerful but stressed, has a bottle of Indust in one hand and a rag in the other. He sprays and wipes down surfaces around the apartment. Helen, 26, pleasantly zoned out, sits in a chair, looking at her phone. Roger reaches behind the couch and pulls out a framed poster. He tests out where he will hang it against the wall.
What is that?
It's a framed Garden State poster.
You can't hang that up.
But I love Zach Braff.
Can you wait until after the party?
It's French. That's like a fancy type of poster.
He's dating somebody 20 years younger than him.
Okay, but you even said that if he'd met her in a different way, you would have had less of a problem with it.
I had almost forgotten how they'd met. But why are you making my case for me?
He was directing her and they fell in love. It happens. Plus, Garden State is a great movie.
It's a bad movie.
You hung up that Monet painting.
Everyone loves Monet.
Not me. I think it's too beautiful. Really.
I can't tell. Are you being serious about the Zach Braff poster?
It started off as a joke, but then I got defensive.
Why did you get it framed?
Commitment to the bit. I'll hang it in my closet.
Did you order the pizza?
Yeah.
Roger walks up to a crock pot in the kitchen. He opens the lid and stirs food. He puts down a wooden spoon and sits at the table across from Helen. He takes her hand.
It's so funny.
What?
The idea of a housewarming.
Funny how?
We're having friends and family at our apartment to make this feel more real?
Right, like they're witnesses.
I guess it's similar to introducing a partner to friends. Does this look right to you?
Does this look right? Us living together?
You get it. Of the many things that I love about you, what I love the most is that you really always get it.
Well, sometimes I don't, and then you get upset.
Oh God. Yeah, I do.
It's not really funny.
My chili is looking pretty good.
I'm glad.
I got regular Tostitos, but maybe I should run across the street and get scoops too. Those are fun.
I think either is fun.
Are you okay? You seem a little distracted.
I want to talk to you about something.
Oh no.
What?
Are you breaking up with me again?
Roger, what are you talking about?
The last time you wanted to talk, you ended up breaking up with me.
Well, no, I've never actually broken up with you. You've always broken up with me.
I beg your pardon?
I don't know why we're talking about this. It's not what I want to talk about.
The last time we broke up, I was about to move in, and then you told me that you wanted to date women.
That's not what happened.
Okay, what happened?
I was just thinking about things, and then you made me talk about them before I was ready, and that's what came out.
You were walking around with this pained look on your face. I wasn't supposed to ask?
You did ask, and I told you, and then you said, well, I guess we shouldn't date.
And look, you dated that woman.
Carol.
Yes, Carol. And now you and I are back together and everything's great.
Great.
So what do you want to talk about?
I don't really feel like it now.
It's that bad?
No, it's that good. Why do you always assume I have bad news?
I think I'm just really nervous about people coming over. I'm sorry.
And what was so terrible about me dating Carol?
You want to talk about that again?
You brought it up.
I didn't care, obviously, that you wanted to date a woman. I was just surprised, you know? I didn't realize.
Oh, you wanted me to list everything about myself on our first date?
Of course not. I'm sorry. Please, just tell me the good thing.
All right. God, you're so annoying.
I know.
Well, this is going to sound less nice now.
I'm sure I'll love it.
I wanted to say that having you move in with me is a huge step.
I totally agree.
I appreciate you cleaning the apartment. Knowing that I can depend on you is so important.
Already, we have nice memories.
It's true.
Remember when you were sad and didn't want to brush your teeth, so I brushed them for you in bed?
I wasn't sad, I was tired. And you're obsessed with tooth care.
Either way, it was
The
nice.
thing I wanted to ask is whether you would come visit my family in Arizona for Christmas.
Wow.
What do you think?
I swear I'm not stalling. I just need to check on this chili.
It's a crock pot. You could leave that simmering for 20 hours and it would be fine.
I've watched a lot of TikToks about this. I think you're exaggerating.
Roger gets up, stirs the chili, and then sits back down.
I think it's huge that we're living together.
Me too.
I'm very happy. I've never been this happy.
I've never been this happy either.
Can we talk about Christmas later?
Okay. Well, yeah,
Is that all right?
It's alright. I just, I get a little anxious.
No, I know. Honestly, I just have to check with my mom. Christmas is a really big deal for her.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Roger gets up and walks to the bathroom. He grabs bathroom cleaner spray and a sponge. Helen's phone dings.
Oh, I just got a text from Liz. She's coming to the party.
Wow, that's great. I didn't realize you guys were text level.
Whoa, wait. She also said they're publishing my poem in Topo magazine.
Ah, are you serious?
Oh, yeah!
Oh my god, that's amazing. You will be a published poet. How does it feel?
It feels...
Come on, how does it feel?
It feels great. Awesome.
I'm so glad I knew Liz.
What do you mean?
Oh, just that it's great how these things connect. I knew Liz, I introduced you to her.
Wait, you think she just accepted the poem because you guys are friends?
I wouldn't even say that her and I are friends so much as acquaintances. I don't text with her.
Well, I signed my email with my phone number. She probably just got it there.
I'm sorry, you put a lot of work into that poem. So many drafts. I was happy to give feedback. This is exciting.
I feel like the rest of my life could be reduced to a montage of you slyly trying to take credit for this one poem.
I know you're kidding, but you wrote about how my eyes change colors. I feel like I'm able to contribute to that.
It's not about your eyes, it's about my experience of looking at your eyes. In part, it's just a small part.
Roger opens the email app on his phone and starts reading.
She crouched looking at him. They're violet, she said. They're green. You're describing my eyes.
Thank you for having eyes.
Sorry, I don't want this to become a big deal.
I just feel like it's not generous of you to bring up that you introduced us.
That's fair. I didn't mean anything by it.
Okay, and what about all the writers who read at your reading series? I introduced you to most of them.
I've never denied that. Listen, people are going to be here soon. Can you please put some more beers in the fridge?
Helen moves to the kitchen. Roger goes back to the bathroom with a sponge.
I'll never get over how much of your hair you pull off and just stick to the side of the shower.
You don't have to clean it. No one's going to check there.
My parents definitely will.
You invited your parents?
Yeah, you told me I should.
I didn't think you would. Aren't they upset about all this?
About what?
You living with me?
I told you. We had that conversation.
Yeah, but you didn't really get into the details.
You seemed upset when I brought it up.
I was upset.
So that's why I didn't explain.
But now they're on their way and I want to know what I need to be ready for.
I told them, look, this is the woman who I want to be with forever. I said, you have to respect that.
Got it. And that went well?
At one point they looked like they might cry, but neither of them did end up crying.
I gotta use the bathroom.
Sure.
Roger steps out back into the living room. Helen walks in the bathroom and slams the door. Roger hears the sounds of Helen retching. A few moments later, she comes out.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'll be fine. Do you want me to sweep?
What was that?
You don't let me do anything. I can sweep.
You threw up in there?
Yes, I did.
Is this like the vineyard thing?
I told you that was because I got car sick.
Deborah said it was because you can't deal with intimacy.
Oh, really? Is that what Deborah said?
Yeah, it is.
No one wants to hear what your therapist has to say.
It's how I process my thoughts.
Maybe I process thoughts by feeling a little sick. Is that okay?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Why don't you think before you speak then? You don't have to apologize so damn much.
I'm gonna write that down. That's a great suggestion.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just nervous, too. I'm glad you told your parents.
We're both nervous. This is good. And yes, it would be helpful if you swept the kitchen.
Helen grabs a broom and starts sweeping.
God, do we really argue this much?
We're just arguing a lot right now, so it feels like we argue all the
We
time.
can't even agree on that, how much we argue.
I agree with you, but I'm also saying we're about to host a housewarming party.
Fair, and part of this tension is that I'm trying to be more open, and I want to communicate everything.
I love that.
But I don't want you to get upset with what I say.
Is this another fake out? You're gonna say something really nice now?
The other day when we watched Before Sunrise, you said, we're like them.
We live together. We're in love.
Well, still, that kind of freaked me out.
In other ways, we're like them. We talk all the time.
They're on an adventure in Europe. We never go anywhere.
I'm sure Celine and Jesse are in a lot of credit card debt. They just don't make romantic movies about that.
And also, I got a little scared when you said that you told your parents that you want to be with me forever.
Well, they're Catholics. That's all they understand.
Where's the dustpan?
Under the sink.
Thanks. Oh, hey, can you do me a favor?
Of course. What?
Jake's gonna be at the party, and I think they're hiring a new marketing manager, and I want the job, but I don't want to seem like I'm fishing.
That's great. I love that.
Okay, you're really good with people that way. You'll charm him.
I mean, you're very charming.
I'm inconsistently charming. I'm just, like, likely to cry.
That's fair, but I think that emotional unpredictability is what makes you a great poet.
Thank you. That might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
He is kind of an ass, though, Jake.
You really want to put your energy towards thinking like that?
What, talking shit?
We're talking about people who aren't even here.
Isn't that the only way you can talk about people?
Maybe I'm saying we shouldn't talk about them.
I'm talking about them, but I'm really talking about us.
And just talk about us. What do you want to say?
I forget, I was aiming for subtext, but it's gone.
Roger moves to the bedroom and lays down on their bed. Helen lays down next to him. Roger's phone dings.
Who's that?
Oh, it's Jenny.
I thought you two weren't talking.
I invited her to the party, I thought it would be good.
Okay.
She's probably my oldest friend at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still mad at her?
I mean, it's funny that you give me a hard time about Carol when you hooked up with Jenny while we were dating.
I didn't hook up with her.
You laid on a bed together and rubbed your hands through her hair?
Just one hand. Also, I think this is a good opportunity for me to flag that we're arguing and to take a step back.
No, I want to have this argument.
Great.
I actually subtweeted Jenny today and you didn't like my tweet.
I didn't see it.
I know you're on Twitter. You tweeted.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to get into this, but I found Twitter distracting lately, so I muted everyone that I follow.
Including me?
Including you.
Including Jenny?
Including Jenny.
Helen reaches across Roger on the bed, grabbing his phone, opening Twitter.
What are you doing?
I want to see if you actually muted her. Okay, you did.
I weirdly really like it when you get jealous. It makes me feel like you care.
The other day I looked at your G-chat history.
Really?
Thought you might be talking to someone. Sorry.
Did you find anything?
Just you telling Charles you were worried I might dump you.
I should be offended, but once again, I'm flattered.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Nothing's wrong with you.
Roger gets another phone notification.
Oh, nice. Someone's going to take my record player.
You're giving up your record player?
Yeah, I just figured we don't have a lot of room.
Oh, come on, you love your records. Don't give it up.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, I'll tell him not to come. Thanks.
Ugh, you make me sound like some kind of monster. Of course I want this place to feel like it's... I want this to feel like it's your place.
I appreciate that. So, who else did you invite? I'm worried that just my parents are coming.
Have you met Caitlin? She'll be there.
Oh, yeah. She works with you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We used to follow each other on Twitter, and then she unfollowed me when we broke up.
Ugh, drag.
Maybe when I see her tonight, she'll refollow.
Maybe. She's actually moving to London, the London office next week.
That's exciting.
And she put in a transfer request, and they said, yeah. Oh, I got little name tags for everyone. I thought it'd be fun if people wrote their favorite character from a novel.
That is fun. I gotta look mine up.
Is it really your favorite character if you have to look it up?
Oh, totally. I mean, my memory will go. I'm getting older.
You're not that old.
Roger looks down at his phone.
Gary Harkness, that's it. From Don DeLillo's End Zone. Did I ever tell you about the speed dating event where I filled out a name tag with my favorite novel character?
Now that you mention it, you must have, yeah. That's probably where I got the idea.
I just remember that night I got so drunk. I was at Grand Central to take the train back to Connecticut, throwing up.
Oh, you definitely told me this story.
And cops came over and I thought they'd arrest me. That's when I knew I had a drinking problem.
Good you found out then, right?
Hey, that thing you said about Caitlin moving to London, is that something you'd want to do?
What?
Well, you've said before that you want to spend some time in Europe.
If I wanted to move to London, wouldn't I discuss it with you?
Right, I guess so.
You're constantly looking for ways in which I'll betray you. It's exhausting.
I can hear myself. I'm worried that it's going to be some kind of self-fulfilling prophecy.
I know what you mean.
Really? I know what you mean? That's what you got?
Well, honestly, asking you to come to Arizona, I was kind of hoping that if I said something that big...
That you'd feel it.
Yeah.
Oh, God. It's happening again.
Roger, nothing is happening. Stop.
You're breaking up with me.
What? At no point did I bring up breaking up. You just initiated it right now.
I'm going to look like such an idiot in front of my parents.
No one is breaking up.
You won't let me give away my record player because you're moving to London and you want my records to keep me company.
Maybe we should cancel this party.
What? No, we can't.
If we're breaking up, we can't have a housewarming party.
So we are breaking up?
You're the one who said it.
Is this because my parents wish you were Catholic?
It doesn't make me feel great to hear you confirm that. But no.
Let's just forget it. Let's just stay together.
We can talk about it after the party.
That feels like you're stalling.
Well, I am stalling, yes, because we have to host a party.
Maybe we should cancel it.
Are you kidding? I just suggested that.
Roger's phone rings.
Oh, God, that's my parents. I'm gonna cry.
Do you want me to talk to them?
Wow, you're just so sure that you won't cry. I'll do it. Hey, Mom and Dad, yeah. I-95 turns into 278 West. You coming from the Merritt? I don't know, can you check on your phone? Yes, I know Dad likes to print out directions, but it'll take you just as long to check on your phone as it would take me. Oh, hey, also, while I have you, do you care if I don't spend Christmas with you? What? No, never mind, forget it.
Roger hangs up the phone and turns to Helen.
She didn't seem happy about the Christmas thing.
Good to know.
One thing you haven't thought about, if we break up, some of your friends might choose me.
That won't happen. What will happen is that more women will want to date you now that you've dated me.
What, because you're so cool or something?
Yeah.
You're delusional.
Helen's phone dings.
Caitlin just got off the train. She's walking over.
I just want one thing on the record. You're the one who asked me to move in.
Are you serious? No, I didn't.
You said I should move in.
You kept talking about how terrible your roommate was. What was I supposed to do?
You're trying to argue I coerced you into asking me to move in?
Yes.
I gave up an apartment to move here.
Sometimes people break up and move out.
It's been less than a month.
Now you're yelling. This is the next step.
I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
The doorbell rings.
I'll answer it. Don't say anything about this.
Let's talk, please, come on.
Shut up.
Wait, one more thing. I always knew you were the one for me because I never had that voice in my head doubting it.
Is that a question?
Did you have the voice?
Yeah, I had it.
Really? You have to tell the other person if you have the voice.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had to tell the other person. Now please.
Helen opens the door. Roger and Helen both grin at their guest.
Hi.
End of scene 1.
Scene 2, we are adding Lauren Lotz to the cast. Thank you so much, Lauren.
Scene 2. Apartment, 1 month later. Helen's phone rings. She answers it and starts pacing. Helen's friend Susan is on the line. Susan will be a recorded voice played during performances.
Hello?
Happy birthday!
Ah, thank you.
Can you believe it? 27 years.
I feel old.
Are you sure you don't want me to come over and celebrate?
Ah, it's Roger's last night.
Thank God, I'm counting the seconds.
Really? I thought you liked him.
I did like him, and then I realized he didn't like me.
He liked you. He was just kind of a grumpy person.
He seemed so friendly at first.
Everybody has bad days.
It seemed like he put on this charm offensive for all your friends.
And then as soon as we were living together, he changed. You said that.
Well, I'm saying it again, and I think it's a good thing he's moving out.
I agree with you there.
Have you guys been getting along?
Yeah. Well, mostly.
Uh-oh.
He thinks I cheated on him when I was in Austin.
This is what I'm saying. He's paranoid.
No, I mean, he asked me if I was going to see Kyle, and I told him I wasn't, and then we ended up getting dinner.
There's a pause.
Hello?
No, I'm here.
Did you hear what I said?
I hate to say it, but I don't blame him for thinking you cheated.
But I didn't. How can I prove that I didn't?
Cheating is basically lying, and you lied about seeing Kyle. It feels like the same thing.
With friends like you.
I still think it's good you're breaking up. I'm just saying.
You know what's one sort of annoying thing that I can't get past?
What?
He hasn't wished me a happy birthday.
That is weird.
Isn't it?
But he's going through a lot, being dumped and all.
I didn't dump him.
Are you serious?
I didn't dump him.
Well, he didn't dump you.
No, I'm saying it was nuanced.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah?
Don't take this the wrong way, but what do you like about Roger?
There are only wrong ways to take that.
You don't have to answer.
Okay, he's really sweet. He thinks too much, but he's also thoughtful. He means well.
What
Oh,
about...
he's back. I have to go.
Helen hangs up the phone. Roger walks inside.
Oh man,
You okay?
He puts his keys in a bowl and stretches, touching his toes.
what a day.
How'd the move go?
I can't believe I'm not in jail.
What happened?
I got everything out of the U-Haul and then I'm driving it back over near Hostos Community College.
Roger waits for her to express acknowledgement.
Hostess.
No one is gonna visit me in the Bronx.
Who told you to move to the Bronx?
Are you serious?
Finish your story.
I'm driving past the college. I thought I had enough room, but there was this big yellow school bus
Oh, no.
with the stop sign out. I smashed into it, broke off the stop sign. These mothers on the bus are staring daggers at me. They want to kill me.
You were on the bus?
Oh yeah, 20 people.
What, you didn't see the bus?
It's a big yellow school bus. I saw it, but I didn't see the stop sign.
Oh no.
So the police come and I'm like, well, there's my life. I'm going to prison for child endangerment or whatever.
No.
But they just looked at my info, sat in their car for a while, and then they let me go.
They let you go?
I had insurance on the U-Haul, and I guess the school bus had insurance, so they just worked it out.
Incredible.
5 years. In my head, I'm thinking 5 years in jail.
I'm glad you're all right.
Thank you.
Roger steps into the kitchen and then turns around, looking at the apartment with suspicion.
What?
Was someone in here?
In here? What do you mean?
Did someone stop by while I was out?
No.
Your energy. It seems like you were just talking to someone.
Maybe it seems like you were talking to somebody. Were you?
No. I was just moving furniture, dragging a mattress from the U-Haul to the elevator.
Oh, it's nice that you have an elevator.
Yeah, they have elevators in the Bronx.
I was talking to Susan on the phone.
Susan, oh God.
Oh God, Susan, what?
Nothing.
Just tell me.
She never liked me.
She did like you. You didn't like her.
I liked her a lot. I still like her.
No, you don't.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to come in here and accuse you of things.
Sure you do.
I know you're gonna date someone else eventually.
And you will too.
I'm just hoping I can get over you and have you completely erased from my memory before that happens.
That's a nice thing to say.
I don't mean it to sound nasty. I've been irritable lately. I haven't been sleeping.
I'm sorry.
That's why I crashed the U-Haul, lack of sleep.
Okay, let's switch. I'll sleep on the air mattress tonight.
Why can't I just sleep in the bed with you?
Do you hear how you sound?
I sound tired.
We tried sharing the bed. You kept trying to spoon me.
That can't count. I was asleep. I wasn't consciously trying.
Well, if you can't control yourself in your sleep, you can't sleep in the bed with me.
What about...
No.
You don't even know what I'm gonna say.
You're gonna pitch that we have sex one last time.
I just think it'll help even things out.
What? What about what I want?
I know what you want. I'm just saying I didn't know that our last time was gonna be our last time.
I really don't mind sleeping on the air mattress.
No, it's fine. I will.
Roger walks over to the stove.
You want me to cook tonight?
Why would you cook? I always cook.
You never let me cook.
If it ain't broke,
I'm gonna be living alone. I don't know how to cook anything.
buy a cookbook.
I can't believe how old I am. All the things I don't know how to do.
I will say, we did balance each other out.
I cleaned, you cooked.
Before you moved in, I never washed a dish or a utensil. I just ate over the sink.
No, you had clean dishes, but you didn't wash them before you put them away.
Oh, right.
I'd pull a plate off the shelf and it would just be dripping wet from the bottom.
Well.
You've got to take care of yourself, okay?
Yeah, I will. I'll be fine.
Roger walks over to a pile of pages on the counter and picks them up.
Hey,
Oh, sorry, what's this?
it is something I'm writing.
Is this a novel?
I don't really want to talk about it.
Oh, God. Is there interest in your novel?
Is that the worst thing you could imagine, me becoming successful?
Yes, actually. I had a nightmare that you'd sold a book. The Publisher's Weekly tweet got 100 likes.
Weirdly a low number of likes for a tweet like that.
I think I was trying to make myself feel better in the dream. Like, well, she only got 100.
You don't wish me well?
I can wish you well without wishing you better off than me.
I am sure you're going to publish your own novel before I do.
Got an email from Evelyn last night.
What? Why didn't you tell me?
We're broken up.
What did it say?
She said the new draft is too sad.
Jesus.
I'm gonna stop working on it for a while.
No, you've got to keep at it. So you can beat me.
No, it's fine. You can win. You're 10 years younger, you have more Twitter followers, more people like you.
Helen's phone dings.
Where's my laptop?
Roger hands Helen her computer. She sits down at the table and opens an email.
Work?
What?
Does that work?
Sorry, can you just give me a minute?
Oh yeah, sure.
Roger sits down in a chair on the opposite side of the room. He takes out a book and starts reading. Helen looks over. Roger puts down the book. He looks off, then over at Helen. She sends an email and then closes her laptop.
Okay, sorry. What were you saying?
I mean, just look at that. You got important work emails. You're important.
I'm so busy at work, I'm never going to have time to write.
Roger gets up and sees a loaf of bread on the counter.
You mind if I take some of this bread with me?
Oh, sure. I mean, you paid for it.
I paid for half. I'll just take a few slices.
Okay.
Was that part of our problem?
Sharing bread.
No, I mean, right before we broke up, I told you that I wanted to split everything 50-50 from now on.
I guess I felt like we were already splitting everything 50-50, so I was surprised.
Are you serious?
Yes.
No, I paid for most everything.
I mean, we split the rent. I know, because I pay it.
What about our trip to Philly?
What about it?
I paid for the hotel, all of our meals.
It was Valentine's Day weekend. You said you wanted to treat me.
I didn't mean I would treat for everything.
Okay, I guess I should communicate better. Keep that in mind for the next relationship.
I don't like that.
What?
You're learning all these lessons that you can take with you when you find the right guy.
What about all the lessons that I taught you? Every tweet you've sent in the past year, you ran it by me.
You think I can't find someone else to edit my tweets? Come on.
And your diet? I mean, I taught you how to make a kale salad, how to eat yogurt with granola and fruit.
I honestly can't deny that was a game changer.
Don't sit here and act like you're the teacher and I'm the student. We both learn from each other.
Roger takes out his phone and jots down a note.
Just reminding myself to take the bread tomorrow.
Great.
Thank you for teaching me about healthy snacks.
Well, thanks for paying for that trip to Philly.
You're welcome.
There's a brief moment of silence between them. Helen looks off.
What is it?
I don't know, it just feels weird, your last night here.
I mean, I'll be around.
Yeah.
I'm just a quick subway stop up to 125th Street, then you transfer to the 456, and then it's 7 or 8 more stops.
Right.
And then a half-hour walk.
I hope I can figure this stuff out.
What stuff?
I don't know, I mean, just why this didn't work out between us.
You want me to reassure you that you'll find someone else who you want to be with?
No. Yeah, no, I can hear myself. I'm sorry.
Maybe that'll work, though.
What'll work?
I mean, this part, us spending time together, hanging out, talking, we've always been really good at that.
Yeah. I still think about the first time we talked.
Oh, God, yeah. At Alicia's party, you seem so mature.
Thanks, I think.
What'd you think of me?
I thought you were cute, yeah. You seemed out of place.
It was such a fluke that I was even at that party.
Hey, how did that happen again?
Okay, do you remember how Alicia ran that Twitter account called Subtweet Hamster?
No.
It was like this hamster that is always subtweeting everyone.
Uh-huh.
And my friend Bob, he was trying to figure out who ran the account.
And it was Alicia.
And it was Alicia.
Right.
I feel like we got invited to so many parties. I feel like you get invited to so many parties.
And I do, yeah, it's true.
Well, if you ever need a +1 for any of them, I'm happy to go with you.
Oh yeah, you do that for me?
I'm sort of worried everyone's gonna forget I exist if I'm not dating you.
What? Come on, people love your reading series.
They don't like me, though. I feel like I've only made one actual friend through it.
You hate people.
I hate people, but I love it when they love me.
I think I'm just gonna stay at home all the time now. You're like my security blanket to go out.
Then let's just do it.
Do what?
Be friends. I can be your wingman.
Okay, I think we should give each other some space, time.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
But after that could be fun.
Okay, awesome. Good.
No, actually,
What?
I don't want to be friends.
Jesus, you're supposed to at least pretend like you want to be friends.
Why? Let's just be honest. This was great. We had a great time together. 2 of the best years of my life.
But maybe it could be the best life of your life. Why stop it now?
I don't think we're compatible as friends.
We balance each other out.
You send me messages all day and then freak out if I don't respond.
I think you didn't respond because we were dating. I bet you'd respond if we were friends.
I didn't respond because I was working.
I think sometimes you didn't respond because you didn't want to respond.
This is what I'm saying. We need to trust to be friends.
We need honesty.
Trust and honesty. Look, it was a mutual breakup. Let's just leave it there. What?
It was mutual?
Yeah, I mean, initiated by you, but I thought it was a good idea. Why do you keep laughing?
This is revisionist history.
Really? Well, let me get in my time machine and refresh you.
This should be good. I need a laugh.
All you've been doing is laughing.
Go on, one more.
Okay, I told you 6 months ago that my therapist thought you and I should be in couples counseling.
I didn't know it was an ultimatum.
It wasn't, but it was the beginning of the end.
I just didn't think it was a good idea.
If I recall correctly, Joanna said that if we already needed counseling, it was a bad sign. That's why you didn't want to.
Well, I think I was swayed by a friend. I got embarrassed.
You guys aren't even friends, though.
Joanna and I, we were friendly at the time.
And you're the one who wanted to cancel our housewarming party in case we were breaking up.
You suggested that first.
But then you brought it up again, like you thought it was a good idea.
Listen, I don't mind being dumped. I mean, I mind, but I get it. You need to take some responsibility.
If I had dumped you, I would be taking responsibility, but I didn't.
You stopped having sex with me.
I was just going through a rough patch.
You told me that when you went to Austin, you were telling your friends that you wanted to break up with me.
Well, it's not the same thing as breaking up with you.
I was looking at engagement rings.
You were looking at engagement rings, and you were constantly worried I was going to leave.
But don't you think it's a little weird that I would tell you that was a concern and you didn't reassure me?
Why couldn't you just meet me where I was?
Hold on. Let's just stop this. Let's not break up. I'm officially suggesting that we call it off.
No.
Then you're the one breaking up. You have to take responsibility for it.
I have to take responsibility for everything. You always wanted me to tell you you weren't too old or too bald or too poor or not popular enough.
You really think I'm balding?
Come on, Roger. Be serious.
I had a lot of insecurities, sure. I still do, but you let them fester.
It's not my job to make you feel comfortable with who you are. You have to do that for yourself.
I completely disagree. I think that's something we could have done for each other. We should have done together.
Helen gets up and walks to the other side of the room.
I'm gonna start making dinner.
Okay.
Unless you want to go out. Should we go out our last night at the apartment?
I think I would just cry.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Okay, but I was gonna ask.
Yeah?
The Topo Mag launch party on Saturday?
Uh-huh.
Do you mind if I go to that?
I don't think that would be such a good idea.
Really? I mean, I understand not wanting to be friends, but I helped you with that poem.
You gave me some notes. If your novel gets published, you want me at the book launch because I gave you some notes?
Wow.
What?
If my novel gets published?
God.
You don't think it's gonna happen for me?
This is exactly what I'm talking about. I have to constantly walk around eggshells with you.
I would settle for you thinking before you speak for once in your life.
If we were going to build an honest life together, as friends, you have to speak honestly with the other person.
So that's your honest opinion, that my novel will never get published.
Yeah, sure, maybe. Let's go with that.
You think it's too sad?
The last scene features your main character alone in the woods eating a raw squirrel.
People eat squirrels.
People eat squirrels, sure, but it's not a joyful thing.
People have to eat.
Exactly. Can I please make some dinner?
Sure, fine.
She grabs a pan and then stops.
You know what? I can't believe you're making our last night together all about you.
What are you talking about?
Will your novel get published? Did you pay for too many things? Are you allowed to go to my literary event?
That last one is about you. It's your event.
And whenever I try to say anything serious, you just make it a joke.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I feel like the thing I want to talk about, you won't want to talk about.
You can't do that. You can't blame me and then say, actually, never mind.
It's about my salary.
Oh, boy.
See? I knew it.
Okay, no, what? Tell me.
Today, I found out that Mark, who is at my exact same level, makes almost twice as much as I do.
First of all, I'm sorry. How'd you find that out?
Nate left a piece of paper on his desk where he wrote down how much everyone makes.
That's insane.
I know.
And remind me, I feel like you didn't tell me after the last promotion. What is your current salary?
I didn't tell you because the time before you got so upset.
I'm happy for you to make more money than me. It's just depressing that I haven't gotten a raise in 3 years.
What do you want me to do about that?
About what?
I can't help it if you haven't gotten a raise. You work at a shitty place.
Oh, okay. So I have to change jobs.
If you want to make more money, you have to change jobs.
And that's important to you that I change jobs.
I think we've established that I don't care what you do. And
Just tell me, how much do you make?
$125,000 a year.
Honestly, I would find making that kind of money oppressive.
Oppressive? You can buy things with money. You can unburden yourself.
You know what you can't buy more of?
Do not say time.
Time.
Well, I've got time too. I've got money, and I've got time.
If you say so.
Okay, what is this actually about? Spit it out.
Well, now I don't want to say it because I think you'll get mad.
I am only ever mad if we're talking. It's fine. Go ahead.
Making as much money as you're making, that's money you can't walk away from.
Walk away.
You're never gonna write.
Pardon?
I said if you take that much money, you're never gonna find time to write.
Well, Mark makes twice as much as I do, and he has a wife and 2 kids. Also, I am writing. You saw.
That's fair, yeah, your novel. What's it about?
I don't want to talk about it.
You said we're talking about me too much.
No, I said you don't let me talk about myself in the way that I want to.
It's about me, isn't it, your novel?
You think you need to hate your job and get paid shit in order to write? Why not just enjoy your life?
I don't think you're supposed to enjoy life.
There it is.
I want to write something that will be remembered when I'm gone.
What does it matter? You'll never know that you're being remembered.
I'll find it comforting on my deathbed knowing that I left behind good work, a good novel.
Why not lie on your deathbed knowing that you lived a good, happy life?
You can't take that joy with you, those memories.
It's very easy for you to say that I shouldn't worry about money. You have your aunt's credit card to fall back on.
Why would you bring that up? I feel really guilty about using it.
But you still use it.
Yeah, to pay for meals that you don't offer to split.
What about my labor?
Your labor?
I cook you meals all the time. You don't pay me for my labor.
You want me to Venmo you for cooking? Okay, how about $200?
A drop in the bucket for all the work I've done for you.
Roger takes out his phone. He looks at his banking app.
I can only send $100 now. I'll pay you the rest next
Well,
week.
just forget it. I'm gonna go, actually.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna sleep at Susan's. Can you get the rest of your stuff out tomorrow and just slide the key under the door?
Wait, stop. I'm sorry. Please don't do this.
What does it matter? We're broken up.
This is our last night together.
And it's my birthday.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I think with everything that I'm going through, it's reasonable that I would forget about your birthday.
I think it's reasonable, but I also think that someone should be able to choose how they want to spend their birthday.
But you knew it was your birthday. You decided to spend it with me.
I did until I didn't.
I'm really sorry. I must have deleted it from my calendar after you dumped me. I think that's fair.
Sure, yeah, it's fair, but I'm gonna go. I don't want to argue with you.
Helen gets up to leave.
Oh, wait, last thing. Do you want this bookshelf?
Roger points to a bookshelf in the corner.
No, that's fine. You can keep it.
Okay, I'll Venmo you for half of that.
Okay.
Hey, wait.
What?
I don't know. Shouldn't we say something to each other?
Good luck with the next chapter on your life.
Really? A book pun?
Ah!
Helen leaves.
Jeez.
End of scene 2. Scene 3. Apartment. 5 years later. Helen is packing up her things. Roger knocks on the door. She answers.
Oh. Wow, hey.
I saw on Instagram that you were moving out.
I posted that and then immediately got worried that you might show up.
Ah.
No, not worried, but, you know.
I can go.
No, it's fine.
Helen opens the door and Roger walks in.
How have you been?
I'm actually back at home with my parents, but I don't think it'll be for long.
Oh, okay.
Where are you moving to?
I bought a house in Beacon.
You bought a house?
Yep.
Congratulations, that's really cool.
Thanks.
Bought a house and sold your novel.
It's true. Are you still writing?
Yeah, that's why I moved home, so I could focus on writing and not worrying about rent.
I don't think I could do that. Live with my parents.
I really hate it every day.
Oof.
But you know, I'm writing.
Well, you always said that you didn't think life was meant to be enjoyed.
Did I say that?
Absolutely, it's seared on my brain.
I can't believe you're moving out.
No,
The junior one bedroom.
the one and only.
I've never heard of that before or since.
I think it was a trendy real estate term when I moved in.
Not a studio, but not quite a one bedroom.
Not bullshit, but definitely not bullshit.
My specialty.
You think so?
Oh, I don't know. I was just goofing.
Yeah, you might be right.
I've always wondered that.
Wondered?
What you liked about me.
Your confidence?
Ha.
No, you came fishing.
It just occurred.
You'd say a lot of dumb things.
Prince Charming.
But every once in a while you'd say something so insightful, I was really glad that I was there to witness it.
Thanks for saying that.
It's the truth.
Can I say something?
Say away.
I feel like I never really told you how I was feeling.
Really? I thought you were always telling me how you felt and I was always holding back.
I knew it was one or the other.
Are you dating?
Roger raises an eyebrow.
Pardon?
Oh god, no, I didn't mean
I'm just kidding, I know.
Oh, okay. Good.
Unless you want to. That time I was serious.
Oh no, I'm fine.
You're single now too, right?
You're keeping up on social media?
I am. I kept oscillating between blocking and unblocking you.
I noticed.
You did?
Yeah, it was kind of hurtful.
Hurtful to be blocked by your ex?
Hurtful to be blocked by anyone, you know?
It wasn't personal.
No.
I mean, it was personal in so much as it was about you, but it was really just about your status as my ex.
Just a bag of meat you used to know?
Indelicate, but I wouldn't disagree.
You dated a few people, right?
I did.
Nothing stuck?
No, my therapist would say that I wasn't quite over you.
You know what's a good cure for that? Showing up at your ex's apartment after 5 years.
I read that somewhere. I actually thought a lot about the people you dated after me.
Uh-huh.
Can I ask you something about them? It's a little weird.
Yeah, sure.
I felt that they all sort of looked like me.
I do have a type.
But the guys you dated before me were like that too, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not the type, I just happen to be the type.
One in a long line.
How did I rank?
You're up there.
Thanks for saying that. I don't even care if it's true.
Okay, can I ask you something?
Sure.
After we broke up, did you sort of ask people to read at your reading series who you knew I had a problem with?
Almost exclusively, yeah. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have.
We all grieve in our own way.
It was important that I punish you for ever having loved me.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my delivery was off.
I think you said what you meant.
I didn't say it with malice.
Roger.
Let me finish.
Okay.
But actions speak louder than words.
Huge, if true.
There's a moment between them.
I tried to get an advanced reader copy of your novel.
I know.
You know?
I thought you might try, so I told my publisher not to give you one.
I was gonna write a review, a rave.
You always thought I needed your help.
I always wanted to help.
Well, I made it through fine.
I'd say.
And you shouldn't try to help someone if they don't want your help.
I really thought after the first 6 months, the first year, they'd want to be friends, but you never did, huh?
Why would I want to be friends with you?
Roger looks down and nods.
No, that's fair.
Sorry, I meant it, but I wish that I didn't.
Uh-huh.
How's your writing going? What are you working on?
I actually just finished another novel.
Congrats! Wait, this is your second book?
I mean, book is a strong word. My second manuscript, neither of them have been published.
Right.
I'm thinking about self-publishing the new one.
Oh, that's cool.
You don't actually think it's cool.
Well, you've always loathed people who self-publish.
No, yeah, that's true. I just feel like I formed relationships with a lot of different bookstores doing the reading series. I could get it out there.
I found someone. I saw that you found someone I hated to read at your series in Portland.
Mary Stern.
I was almost impressed.
Almost.
Where else have you hosted readings?
DC, Los Angeles, New Haven.
I have always admired that about you. How you reach out to different people. Really genuinely love writers.
Writers are my favorite.
Was the reception good? People appreciated you?
Some of them did. There was a lot of like, why are you here?
Oh yeah, I can see that. Worried you were just doing it to try to get laid.
Which is fair, but I never got laid.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, I guess you're wondering why I'm here, huh?
Oh, that wasn't it? I thought that was it.
What, to catch up?
I let my guard down.
You really did.
I should have known.
Yes.
Can we just not do this?
What do you mean?
I mean, you think there's something that you want to say that I should hear?
I do.
If there's something I wanted to hear, don't you think I would have reached out?
Is it really that difficult for you?
I gave you so much. You gave me 2 years of my life.
20 months.
Over a year and a half.
You can't give me 10 more minutes?
Okay, I'll start a timer. Quickly. What?
I've been thinking for the past 5 years about our breakup, about how everything went down.
Yeah?
I think you owe me an apology.
Helen starts walking toward the door.
You have to go.
What?
Come on.
Are you serious?
I owe you an apology?
I'll go.
Fine, just tell me. What? What do I owe you?
I think you should have told me about your doubts before you let me move in.
That's it?
Yeah, I'd like an apology for that.
Okay, well, I want an apology from you.
Can we just deal with my thing first and then get to yours?
No, we can't. They're related.
Okay, what do you want an apology from me for?
For tricking me into inviting you to live here.
Tricking you?
You pretended like it was such a nightmare living with your roommate.
That's because it was.
I don't think so. I think you played that up to try to manipulate me.
Look, I mean, would I have preferred to live with my girlfriend over a drunk stranger who played his music too loud?
Yes.
Yes, but I don't think that's worth apologizing for.
Well, then I'm not apologizing to you.
Okay, how about this? I'll apologize to you if you apologize to me.
That sounds like an admission of guilt.
You sound crazy. I'm the crazy one.
Is that supposed to be funny?
I don't even know anymore.
Helen paces around the room.
I really thought that I was doing you a favor asking for the apology.
How is that a favor to me?
I get the impression that you're not really
Careful.
introspective.
You think that I don't think about this stuff? I think about it all the time.
Then how come you never talked to me about it?
Because we're broken up.
But we shared a thing.
Which is over.
This was the problem when we dated. You didn't want to talk to me.
And thank God we're not together, and now I can find someone I want to talk to.
How's the search going?
Great, actually. It's nice dating men who aren't so insecure and jealous and who don't think everything's about them.
That's hurtful.
You show up here unwelcome and unannounced, and then you complain about my behavior.
All right, I'll go.
Thank you.
One more thing.
What?
Can I go to your book launch next week?
It's a public event. You don't need to ask.
I thought it would be polite.
It would be polite if you didn't talk to people who didn't want to talk to you.
This is embarrassing to admit.
This whole thing is embarrassing for you.
But I don't have any contacts in publishing. I don't know anyone.
All the people you met from your reading series?
They don't really talk to me anymore. I wasn't sure if this was because of...
Something I did? I didn't do anything.
What about Sam Barnes?
What about her?
I told you I thought she was the worst living poet.
I remember.
And after we broke up, I ran into her and she was so rude, like she hated me.
Oh?
Did you tell her that I hated her poetry?
Yeah, I might have.
How could you do that?
You're trying to tell me you didn't talk any shit at all?
I talk shit all the time, but I didn't betray anything you told me in confidence.
You want an apology for that? Alright, I'll apologize for that.
Is that the apology?
I'm sorry. That's the apology. There? Happy?
And last thing,
No, there's no more last thing. That was the last thing.
can you just introduce me to your literary agent at the book launch?
Roger.
Please.
She's not gonna want to meet you.
Why?
Because we talked about you enough while we were editing my novel.
Oh,
I'm
God.
sorry.
You did it? You wrote the novel
I
about
did.
me?
Yeah. I mean, she knows, but no one else will be able to tell that.
Oh, God, everyone's gonna know. My mom's gonna know.
She's not even gonna read my book.
But she'll read the coverage.
You don't have to worry. I've done some press already, and I said it was fiction.
You did?
Yeah, but based on some true events.
Oh, no.
Can you just take a step back and look at this?
What?
You love it when men do this.
When men tear down women? No, I don't.
What was your novel about, huh? The one that didn't sell?
What?
What was it about?
What was about me?
You sent it to Erica, and she told me what it was about. It was about me.
Damn it, Erica.
So you can't get upset with me for doing the same thing that you tried to do. I just succeeded.
My novel, though, was about how I was in the wrong, how I was a bad partner.
We're in agreement then. My novel says the same thing.
That you were a bad partner?
Oh, no, sorry, that you were a bad partner.
That's so messed up.
Why is that messed up? You just said it was true.
I don't even necessarily think that I was the bad partner. It's just bad form for the man to say the woman was bad.
Oh, but it's fine for me to say that you were bad?
Yes, women are allowed to say that.
Were you about to say that's not fair?
I was, but I caught myself. I still think it's immodest to blame me.
I think I'm pretty even-handed in the book. Not that I owe you that.
Culturally, yes, women should take down men. But as two people who are in a relationship, I think you shouldn't have.
I'll see if the publisher can stop printing. I'll revise.
God, this isn't how I wanted this to go.
I bet.
You're not gonna tell people about this, are you?
In exchange for my time today, I'm gonna tell everyone about this.
Things have been really tough for me in Connecticut.
Roger.
I tried to get my reading series going, but I kept getting in fights with the Milford Fine Arts Council
Roger.
president. What?
I don't care.
Oh? Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I got those apologies at least.
That was just to get you to leave. I take them back.
Take them back?
And I'd prefer it if you didn't attend my reading tomorrow. I'm worried I might cry.
I think that's an admission of guilt. Why would you cry if you don't have anything to feel guilty about?
You cannot be guilty and you can not be guilty and just feel emotional about a relationship.
Not sure I agree.
You know what I don't miss about our relationship? You constantly telling me how I feel. I know how I fucking feel.
Oh, and sorry, just for clarity's sake, you also feel like you know how you should feel?
Yeah, this is going to be a revolutionary idea for you, but the way I actually feel is how I should feel.
Honestly, that blew my mind a little bit.
Well, you're welcome for that then.
I won't bother you again.
Thank you.
Quick question though.
Uh-huh.
If I die, like at an old age and you're still alive, will you visit me on my deathbed?
Sure.
Thank you.
End of scene 3. Scene 4. Hospital room, at least 50 years later. Roger, 103, is lying on his deathbed. He looks quite old. Helen, 93, enters the room using a walker.
Wrong room.
Roger.
It's the wrong room.
Roger, it's me. Helen.
Roger sits up in his chair and puts on his glasses.
Helen?
You called me and I'm here.
Helen, I can't believe you came.
I said I would.
My goodness, please take a seat.
Helen sits down next to Roger.
How are you?
Oh, you know, I've been better.
No offense, but you don't look too bad.
That sounds like a compliment.
No, I'm saying I had told you I'd come if...
No, I know what you're saying. This is supposed to be my deathbed.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. If this wasn't my deathbed when I got here, I'll make sure it is before I leave. You should get that cough looked at.
Maybe.
How long has it been?
65, 70 years.
Something like that.
Can't believe you didn't try to reach out until now.
I was impressed with myself. After the first 20 years or so, it was sort of a breeze.
But really, how did you find me?
I hired a private eye.
Wow.
I know. I had never done that before.
Maybe I should be flattered.
You shouldn't. It's weird.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something in case I go?
You could go at any time?
I'm probably being dramatic.
Sure.
What'd you like about me?
You asked me that the last time I saw you.
That was so long ago.
Still annoying.
No, I mean, you remembered.
Oh, yeah. I guess that. You're memorable. Never a dull moment.
That's usually an indictment.
I guess you can be so genuine. I liked seeing what it was like.
Maybe that's why you agreed to see me as I'm dying.
A genuine death.
Ha! Well, how have you been?
Good. Good, you know. I wrote more books.
Yes, of course. I read them all.
Any favorites?
The one about me, but I'm biased.
Did you write more?
I did, yeah, a bunch of them actually.
That's good.
I don't know, maybe. If a tree falls, that sort of thing.
You're a writer. It's good that you wrote.
Thanks for saying that. That means a lot. You got married, right? I think I saw that.
I did, yes. I got married.
Was he like me?
I'm glad that after all these years, you're still a narcissist.
Something to be said for consistency.
He looked a little like you, but he was a banker.
Great job. I should have been a banker.
You would have hated it. He hated it.
Still, that kind of job security seems nice.
He was taller than you.
Nice tidbit.
Seemed funny to mention.
And you had kids?
I did, yes. Kara and Michael.
And grandkids?
And grandkids, yes. You want me to name all of them?
I don't care.
Okay.
I really can't believe you came.
Don't you have to? For a deathbed request?
People have a lot of respect for the deathbed, huh?
They do.
Well, I guess that kind of makes me feel like I'm not special.
You're not special, Roger. That's why I haven't spoken to you in 70 years.
Well, not special to you.
Yes, sorry.
I kind of like that idea, though. At the end of our lives, who can look back at who was special and who wasn't special?
And I should say, there are some people who I wouldn't visit on their deathbed if they'd requested it.
I made the list.
But I think if you request it, that gets you on the list, if that makes sense.
Not really.
What about you? Did you ever get married?
I got really close. I was engaged for a long time.
Why didn't it work out?
We got into this really big argument.
What was it about?
It's so funny, I don't remember.
Can't decide if that's funny or sad.
No, trust me, it's funny.
What else? What's the summary of your life?
I never became a novelist, and I wasn't a good person.
I'm sure you were a good person. Are a good person. You're not dead yet.
I'm telling you, Helen, I'm never getting out of this bed. Whatever I've done is what I did.
Are you always this gloomy?
I was, yeah.
Why do you think you weren't a good person?
I didn't volunteer anywhere. I didn't help out at soup kitchens.
You were there for your parents, though.
Not really. I made my sister pay for a nurse for them when they got older. I didn't want to deal with it.
But you were living in the same house.
You heard that? That I never moved out?
Sorry, I just kind of assumed.
Yeah, I never moved out. I just went upstairs and wrote my novels every day.
Which no one read.
I was in a bunch of writing groups over the years.
Oh, that's nice.
I kind of feel like they never read my stuff, though. Just pretended like they had.
Is there more that you could have done? Sure, but I remember what you were like with your parents. You weren't bad.
Yeah, that's true. And I didn't do any, like, elder abuse stuff.
I think the bar for being a good person should be whether you did a lot of bad, awful things.
Well, I guess I passed then, sure.
I mean, I can say as someone who was definitely a good person, doesn't offer any comfort.
No?
I'm still gonna die. If anything, I wish I had been more selfish. Put my husband and kids before everything.
Your husband didn't help you out? You were writing all those novels.
They never really sold after the first one. He made the money.
You had those teaching appointments, though.
Didn't pay well, and the reviews were pretty bad after the first book.
I read them, yeah. Maybe I was useful as a muse. Could have inspired better books.
No, man, I dated after you annoyed me the way that you did. There's something there.
I still think it's nice that you were a good person.
Nice.
You put others before yourself.
You have no idea what that feels like, though. I feel awful.
I think I feel worse than you.
It's a difficult thing to prove.
No, yeah, true.
Maybe you just feel worse because you're so old.
Honestly, that's probably it. I really can't believe you came.
I'm glad I did. It's nice.
This might kind of ruin the mood.
Oh, no.
No, forget it. I won't say it.
You're gonna die, just say whatever you want to say.
I mean, do you want to have sex?
I do not.
Come on, that was funny.
You were serious.
I was serious if you said yes, kidding since you said no.
Sorry to put this indelicately, but are you close? Like, how much longer do you have?
Oh, I got weeks.
Have you been getting other visitors?
Not really, but it's okay. Just been watching a lot of TV.
I feel bad.
I really, genuinely never thought you'd come. This has been great.
I think I'm gonna go.
Oh?
Is that okay? I wasn't sure how long it was appropriate to stay.
I was kind of hoping you might want to, like, stick around, come back every day.
Oh. No, I don't. I think it was pretty nice that I showed up the one time.
I do too.
You believe in God now?
I do, yeah. Priest comes by sometimes and prays with me.
That's nice.
Yeah, you know, I still got the voice in my head that says God isn't real. You're just doing this because you're dying.
Yeah.
But then I forget it.
Yeah.
You should go. I'm sorry. I was kidding.
There's a pause.
Do you still keep in touch with any writers from the New York days?
I do, yeah. Couple. Susan and Tommy.
The next time you see them, can you tell them that you saw me?
I mean, I can, yeah. What does it matter?
Would help my clout score.
Oh, sure. Sure. Any famous last words I should convey?
Oh, God. Can I think about it and text you?
Sure. Text me.
Helen turns to leave, and then she comes back and hugs Roger, and then she leaves. The end.
Hey, give it up for this cast. Thank you so much. Great job. Hey.